Hello, welcome to Mr. Wizard's live workshop, broadcast to you from our secret studios somewhere in Middle Earth. Each week, we bring you bite-sized, instantly actionable training designed to help you significantly improve your productivity. The goal over time is to take you from this, before and after. So here is mastery. So the focus of this week's episode is success mindset. So is a success mindset really a thing? Everyone and their dog in the personal development, business development, coaching, and grow your business and become a master of the universe world talks about the importance of mindset and having a success mindset. So is this all just positive thinking blather? Or is there really some substance to this? So today's episode will dive down the details and answer that burning question. So the presentation is concise and organized because that's the way I roll. And also try to bring a little sassy humor, a light touch, because that's also the way I roll. So this week's actionable task is to take a simple mindset quiz, and then you decide if A, you need to make some changes, and B, you're willing to actually do it. As usual, if you get some benefit from this video, please hit the like, subscribe buttons. And if you're watching the save recording, have any follow-up questions, post in YouTube, and I'll try to answer them for you. And if you know anyone that would enjoy and benefit from this, please share it with them. So what does mindset even mean? So here are a few dictionary definitions that I gathered up. So a mental attitude or inclination, a person's habitual way of thinking, the assumptions and expectations you hold about yourself, your life, and the situations around you, a theory that people hold about themselves. The last definition is in bold because I especially like that one. And that's because a theory is different than a fact. And theories can and often do evolve and change over time. So you have the first clue as to where I come down in the can you change your mindset or not debate. So there's a subtle but important difference between mindset and attitude, although sometimes you'll see people use them synonymously. Your mindset is how you see yourself and the world around you. Your attitude is how you interact with the world according to that mindset. So do highly successful people have similar mindsets, or there's some important common element? In a word, yes. In 3 words, yes, they do. So this is based on research, not just my intuition, although it's been my experience over a long lifetime that that's true. But research shows that mindset plays a significant role in determining outcomes. By understanding, adapting, and shifting your mindset, you can improve your outcomes, decrease stress, and become more resilient to life's challenges. So for extra credit homework, or if you want to take a deeper dive into the research, just Google research the impact of mindset on success. There will be lots, possibly more information out there than you would care to see, but there's a tremendous body of research around that. Be time to take the quiz soon. I wanted to do a quick review with you and then kind of explain what we're looking at. Then I'll shut up for 3 minutes while you actually take the quiz. I'm also going to post a link to the PDF version of this quiz in the description for this video. So if you want to download it and fill it out again later, or share it with someone, that'll be available to you. So after you take the quiz, I'm going to quickly explain how to score it and what the scores mean. So it's pretty straightforward. See, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pick one of those, and then based on your answer to the question, and for each question, whether you strongly agree, mostly disagree, etc. There is one number that you'll just take and put over in my score. And then when you complete it, you're going to add up your score. And then after that, I'll show you how to score it. And I'll do maybe one question here just to kind of model it and get you started. So the third one on the list, and far, you can significantly change your intelligence level. So I actually strongly agree with that. And so that means I would put a 5 over under my score. The time is start. You now have 3 minutes. So I'll back up to the actual quiz. And here you go. Picture the Jeopardy music playing in the background. Put you in one of 4 categories. And the thing now, these are 4 inclusive buckets, and 2 of the 4 categories are more set, and 2 of them are more growth mindset. So after this, to dive into the details of what the fixed growth set and mean, but understand now that no one is all set or all fixed mindset all the time. And you can be predominantly mindset in some areas and predominant mindset in other areas. So these 2 mindsets came out of extensive research performed by Dr. Carol from Stanford Associates. In this book, New Psychology of Success, which bestseller, her research and her findings in detail. And from Bill Gates, through clever research studies and engaging writing, Dweck illustrates how our abilities exert tremendous influence on how we learn and which paths we take in life. So I'd recommend it. So the fixed minds, just a quick summary. Her research demonstrates that our mindsets profoundly impact learning, achievement, relationships, and overall success and well-being. And it's a distinction between what she called a fixed mindset and a growth mind. Basically, people with a fixed mindset believe that the qualities like intelligence and talent are fixed. They're unchanged, that based on theory or karma, however you want to, whatever perspective you have, it is what it is. Well, fixed mindset, trying to develop if thing they're good at because it's fixed, it would be a waste of time to try to become even better. They also typically shy away from challenges, feeling that they fear that poor performance would actually be a real life indicator that they're dumb, can't learn, or they're not really good in a. So growth mindset, on the other hand, people with a predominantly growth mindset believe that talent and intelligence can grow with practice, effort, and experience. With a growth mindset, are usually embrace challenges, and they view obstacles and even mistakes as opportunity to learn and grow. So they know they can develop their hard work, persistence, and asking for help when needed. They believe that growth mindset empowers them and keep trying until they act improve. And the fact is that we ask over and over, you build pathways. These pathways make the task easy in the future. It's like a bridge to cross a ravine, or like walking through a field with tall overgrown grass. If you keep crossing the field, even though it's initially hard work, you'll eventually create a path of tall grass. So here's a really good pictogram that kind of contrasts the two. So I won't read, intelligence from belief, intelligence, and really any, for example, creativity, creative or you aren't. So that leads to look smart, then write out that tells people and yourself how we're going to be better at it. So that actually, in most cases, with a fixed mindset, an incentive to avoid challenges, give up easily, not expanding, growing, improving because it's fruitless. They're pretty defensive, criticism or negative feedback. And success of others is an innovational thing for them. They actually often feel threatened by it. Whereas for growth mindset, it's the polar opposite. As far as growth mindset, intelligence and abilities in other areas can be developed, which is by definition going to lead you to have a desire to learn and therefore to embrace challenges, keep persisting in the face of setbacks, see effort as the path to be open to criticism and find lessons and inspiration, model themselves on the success of others. And typically that means your outcomes as with a growth mindset, they reach ever higher levels of achievement. Whereas with a fixed mindset, you could have a huge amount of talent, but you're probably going to peak pretty early because you're not going to learn and grow. So I've already alluded to the fact that I think you can change your mindset. So the next slide is going to be a walkthrough about how to do that, or at least that you can. And after that, I'm going to have a slide that's just step by step. So although your mindset about your capabilities, talents, and the overall areas have been largely influenced by outside factors, the brain is neuroplanes that neural networks can continue to grow, change, and reorganize throughout your lifespan. So by challenging yourself with new experiences and perspectives, you can form new neural or mindsets. So even a fixed mindset isn't stone. You can change your mindset by learning and consciously choosing to believe that your characteristics are not predetermined and you can continue to grow over time. So here are the steps. One is determine your predominant mindset. We just did that with the quiz. I didn't fill out the whole quiz in front of you, but I fall pretty strongly into mindset. You fall somewhere in the higher range. Fixed mindset, I mean, people have it for a reason, but it's them or protected them. But I firmly believe full potential, you need to shift over to working for a growth mindset. So hopefully you believe that too. I mean, if you did in the firm fixed category and you think that's great and the way you want to function, the rest of this video might be but so it's how the brain learns. That is, grasp the concept of neuroplasticity. I'll summarize it real quick. So simply put, the brain is like a muscle. If you exercise it, your brain actually gets denser. As long as our brains are functioning properly, we can always learn, improve capabilities, and develop new skills. Our brains can, as we age, recognize that you have a choice in every mindset voice. I've already mentioned that nobody is perfectly growth mindset all the time. Although I lean pretty heavily growth mindset, that doesn't mean I never experience limiting fixed mindset self-talk. For example, my business coach, after I retired from my 44-year career in IT, popped up some fixed. So I'm 68 years, have the energy and grit to start a new career at my age. While I'd done literally thousands of hours of one-on-one and group coaching over the years in my IT consulting career, I've never been paid for being just a coach. So I don't know what I don't know about all the other skills that I'll need to create and run a system. So third one that popped up was, and what about all the tech learning curves? And then the last one was, no, actually that was it. Of course, that's enough. That would be an example. Learn and listen for that fixed mindset voice. The programs that still pop up are running from 20, 40, 50 years ago. And recognize that so step 5 is talk back to that mixed mindset voice with mindset voice. So again, points were, I'm great at researching and studying and mastering new skills. I have successfully done over and over and over again during my whole IT career. So I will be able to determine what new skills I need to master and then master them. As an FYI, one for me was marketing, but that's just an aside. The response to the whole information technique, I mean, that was really almost laughable. It's like, dude, really? You know, you are a tech heavyweight. You've written hundreds of thousands of lines of code in a dozen different languages, manage the design and implementation of dozens of high complexity, high visibility, big budget IT projects. There are no business support, business automation tools out there that you can't master. So take that growth mindset. So you've talked back to your fixed mindset, but then what's the action you need to take to do that? Researched, invested in training / mastermind program, a 3-month program, which was excellent. Actively worked through and participated, and that landed me on really the things ramp up big time as a coach. So what's next? One is I'd recommend video. I'm going to stop sharing my PowerPoint and I'll share this is the particular video. She's got several out there, but this is I looked at 3 or 4 of them. This is the one I think, or would be a really good one to kind of give you, it's not 10 minutes and it gives you
Today, I want to tell you about the power of yes.
So that would be, I'd say a good next step is to watch that video, and then the next step I'll leave you with is cultivate the habit of listening for and watching for that fixed mindset voice, being aware of it when it pops up, and important, get in the habit of immediately counter a more conscious growth mindset belief. And then the last thing is, give yourself grace. Don't get bogged down in perfectionism. When you slip back in a fixed, you let that at least short term shape your decision or slow you down or convince you tactically to not take action that really you probably know you should take. Don't let that, life is a journey. Thanks again for watching this, and hope to see you on next week's Mr. Wizard Workshop.